like this much for a long time.
Really? Yeah. A lot of people have lost
3-4
their
days.
homes. Not so much in London, but in the north.
Yeah, in the country and stuff.
Really bad.
I mean, I know you guys are used to rain and stuff like that. Here, they don't know what to do. When it rains, people freak out. They're like, oh my God, the road is wet. I don't know. And they just shut down. Like, everybody gets stupid. Everywhere else, they're pretty okay with it. The minute you get down, like, the southwest, nobody knows how to deal with rain. Like,
Keeping Friday a little bit to the left there.
Phoenix, whatever. It's awful.
No, yeah. Tan right a little bit, Gary.
It's a holiday as well today, isn't it?
Tan right.
Sort of,
Tan
yeah.
right.
It's President's
Yeah.
Day, which is supposed to be a big deal, but, you know,
Yeah, that's good.
like, my brother still had school and stuff like that, so
Alright.
it's not as big a holiday as it used to be. I guess nobody cares since George Bush is president.
There we go.
Sorry.
Who voted him in?
Huh?
Who voted him in?
Oh, these people in the United States.
When? Happy?
Yep, I'm saying, yeah.
Okay. All right, here we go. And you turning over, Gary?
Mm-hmm, rolling.
All right.
Do you want to do a clap or anything? Both
Okay.
cameras?
If I sync though.
No, time.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Okay.
Sweet.
Tell us about your favourite superhero and why it is.
My favorite superhero would probably have to be the Invisible Man, because he would probably get to see about everything there is to see without you knowing. That's all I could think of.
Have you seen Hollow Man?
I've seen Hollow Man, but he went nut. Like they kept him in a room, man. He couldn't go anywhere, and he was worried about it being a secret. I'd have just chilled out. I'd have done my thing on the DL, man. He let it get to him. Me? So the problem with him is he left and he came back. Why would you come back?
Yeah, who would you say you admire the most?
Probably the people I admire the most. Although it's going to be a stereotypical answer, it's probably my parents because they put up with me. We have a crazy lifestyle and you know it's tough, but they're always there. They're for me. You know, they're solid, dependable, and they're good people. And they were great role models for me to look up to. I know my dad, my mom, they're just good people. So.
What's your favourite thing to do on your days off?
On my- Yeah, on my day off, I don't do anything actually. That's my favorite thing to do is nothing. I usually sleep late, stay in bed as long as my body will possibly let me before I go nuts. I'll get up, maybe check out a movie or something, or try and read. Just do something as relaxing as possible to let my body physically catch up. So, pretty boring, but that's the way it goes.
Favourite song from your early teens? Sums up your teenage.
Well, oh man. Really, my favorite. I can't pick one. It just doesn't work that way. I can't really pick one song. I would say pretty much anything by Michael Jackson. Although my first album that I ever bought with my own money was a Led Zeppelin album. There's a difference for you. I was a really eclectic kid when it came to music. I listened to a little bit of everything. I've been influenced by every kind of music there is. So. I couldn't really pick any song in particular. I could pick artists like Michael Jackson or Sting or Seal. They all hold good memories with me about, you know, hanging out with friends and things like that. So.
Would you reveal one bad habit of another band member?
Well, I mean, everybody's going to go for the typical ones. It's like Chris is a procrastinator, or Joey's just touchy-feely annoying. He's always like right there in your ear saying something that'll annoy you. But, I mean, you know, our bad habits are pretty normal. Like I chew my nails and stuff like that. It's pretty goofy stuff. Nothing serious.
Finally, name one thing you can't live without.
Well, the one thing I probably couldn't live without, you know what? It's weird. It's a necessary evil. The one thing I cannot live without is my phone. I hate talking on the phone. The problem is, no one will ever get in touch with me if I don't have it. So, this guy right here is my life. That's how I keep in touch with, like, you know, all my friends and my family and things like that. And if I didn't have it, I would be totally out of touch. And I don't think that I would be in touch with the rest of the world. Because usually I don't even know what current events are going on unless somebody tells me that, oh, did you know that this is happening? And I have to, you know, that's when I'll check it out. So, I definitely couldn't live without my phone. My phone holds music in it too, so that's pretty cool.
It's MP3.
Yeah, it's MP3.
Fantastic. You got can it ring with the song as well?
No, that's the
The
only
MP3.
thing. That's like the upgrade of this phone. They already told me, they're like, it's coming, and I'm going, hurry. So yeah, I have an hour's worth of tunes in here, including some of the new songs from the next album. Can't play those right now. Sorry.
Perfect.
Cool.
Thank you. I shall see you in a little while.
Right on.
You know what? I'm gonna just give us one minute. I'm gonna close this now. He's getting rid of it.
They could close their doors too. That'd help.
Okay.
And yeah,
Ready.
just take that 6 inches. That's great. Thanks. All right, Ron.
Speed.
Okay. So, who is your favorite superhero and why?
My favorite superhero. I don't want to say it because it's Joey's and it's Superman, but yeah, Superman has to be the coolest superhero because he can fly, and I have this fascination with like wanting to fly. And he has all these cool powers, you know, like he'll never die. So he would have to be my favorite superhero.
Christopher Reeve or the guy that does the TV show? I can't remember his name.
Oh, definitely Christopher Reeve. He is Superman. Not the original, but Christopher Reeve was the best Superman.
Who would you say you admired the most?
I guess I admire most, I guess my parents. They had to put up with a lot of raising me, so I admire them for that and for giving me, I don't know, all the knowledge growing up to be whatever I wanted to be.
What's your favorite thing to do on your day off or your days off?
On my day off, I like to jet ski, which is my favorite thing to do, or anything beachy. You know, go out surfboarding, jet skis, just volleyball on the beach, anything that involves sun.
Favorite song from your early teens? Sums up your
Oh,
current
early teens.
age.
Ooh. Oh wow. I can't think. Okay. I guess like as an early teen, I listened to Garth Brooks a lot. So I would have to say, my favorite song from him is "The Dance." I would say that reminds me of growing up so much. I used to listen to that like almost every day, and it was my girlfriend's favorite song. So that was like our song.
Okay, what's your favorite song from the nsync live set?
My favorite song in doing live on tour would probably have to be "It Makes Me Ill." I think it's fun. It's very Broadway type, where we dress up as these doctors, and it's not boring, and we do a lot of dancing, and it's just fun, and I love the song a lot. It's more urban hip hop-ish.
Is that the live video?
Yes, actually.
I couldn't remember that. Okay, reveal one bad habit about another band member.
Oh, wow. I guess a bad habit for, who should I say? I guess Chris's bad habit. He's a good one because he probably has a lot of bad habits. He bites his nails a lot, but one really thing about Chris is he is whenever he does something, he overdoes it. Like, you know, if he's into, I don't know, I can't even think of something right now. Like, no, what is he into right now? Okay, say he's into getting tattoos. He'll get lots of tattoos for that month. I mean, it's just like that. He's just over compulsive. That's what he does, and then he'll just get off of that, and he'll just think of something else to be over compulsive about. So I would say Chris is an over compulsive person.
finally, could you name one thing that you just can't live without?
One thing I cannot live without would be my cell phone. I do all my business on my cell phone. It rings about every 5 minutes. That's why I had to hire an assistant, and now she answers all my calls for me. We love assistants. Thank you, Beth.
Excellent.
All right.
Thank you.
Cool.
See you in a little while.
All right.
Next door, speak to the Australian.
Australian. Chat that will cut in your main interview. Profile chat? Yeah. Second person.
Okay.
Nice jeans.
Like these?
Kind of like Casey's top. Yeah. Oh, ooh.
What are you saying?
Nothing.
No, I'm just kidding.
It's good.
Yeah, can you just walk up to your mouth there? That would be
Oh, yeah.
Keeps the shadows off the background. There you go. Alright. And
He's going to get my profile the whole time.
that's right.
Oh, boy.
Okay, and
Makeup.
we're rolling.
I don't wear makeup. Duct tape. Thank you.
Okay. Who's your favourite superhero? Would you say? Why?
My favorite superhero?
Mhm.
Spider-Man. Because I've always liked Spider-Man growing up. I have no idea why I like Spider-Man. I just have always been into Spider-Man. I used to think, when I was little, I was actually allergic to spiders. And there was a big spider out on our porch, and it was storming. And I figured if I get a big spider to bite me, since I was allergic during a storm, that I would be Spider-Man. Didn't work. A lot of hospitalization was involved.
Mark,
Mhm.
do you want to try that again? Do you want to just do these down lens? It was
Yes.
looking up a lot.
Okay.
And I think there was a bit of overlap with that role just being...
It wasn't too short.
Yeah.
Just because I'm not going to be on camera.
I'm looking at the camera.
Uh-huh. And if you can make yours stand alone, so my questions won't be in.
Is that your... Cool. Okay. I guess it has to be behind me. Oh, you're blowing it by pulling out.
Works out,
You
doesn't it?
you blow the whole... I like the way everybody waited for me to do that stupid little bit. Everybody's watching in anticipation if I was going to actually...
You know it'll probably be used.
Oh, great.
Okay, yeah, just start again. Tell us
What was the question?
superhero.
Down the lens though.
What?
Can you tell us again about your favourite superhero? That's Spider-Man.
Down the lens. Look down the lens. Rather
Oh, down the lens. Dan.
Down, mate.
Are you Australian? Great. An Australian cameraman. You didn't tell me it was going to be like this.
No.
I can't do it. Your name's Chris too, right?
That's it.
Knew it! Damned at birth. Alright, my favorite superhero is, so it can stand alone. No. My favorite superhero is definitely Spider-Man. I grew up liking Spider-Man. I've always collected, like, I've got a bunch of his comic books I've had since I was a little kid. I just thought he was the coolest one of all of them. I mean, doesn't really have, he's like a spider. I don't know why I like him. I really don't. I just like him.
Who would you say you admire the most?
Admire
Just in life.
Spider-Man. No. I think I admire... that's a tough one. I admire my mom because my mom's been through a lot, with us, and we've had a lot of problems growing up, and, she's taught me a lot. Well, because she's my mom, and that's what they do. That's why they're there. I just, she's overcome a lot of obstacles to be where she is, and, I'm proud of her for that, and she's taught me a lot.
What do you like to do on your days off? What's your favourite thing to do?
On my days off, I think my favorite thing to do is, if it's raining outside or something, I'll play video games. If it's not raining outside and I'm at home, I've got jet skis. I have a music room where I just go in and play or write or whatever. Pretend like I know what I'm talking about when it comes to music. And that's about it. Video games and music are about my life. Sad, but true. Sad but True Facts by Chris Kirkpatrick.
What's your favourite song from your early teens? What song was about you being 13, for instance?
I think my favorite song growing up was, I really liked Beastie Boys, You Gotta Fight for Your Right to Party. I thought that was a great song. I used to love Beastie Boys. I used to like Run DMC. I used to listen to, actually this may come back and bite me in the butt, but I liked the Fat Boys. The Fat Boys. Duh. Now they'd be called Duh Fat with like a PH. Boys with a Z on the end. That would probably be their new lingo for it, but back then they were just the Fat Boys because there was 3 of them. The Fat because they were all fat, and Boys because they were 3 boys. Seriously.
Favourite song from... Favourite song from the nsync live set?
From the nsync live? I don't know. You mean what we do, what we perform?
Mm-hmm.
I think my favorite song to perform would be the acapella number. Because when we do that, sometimes we change it up and we'll just throw whatever acapella we feel like singing that day. And it's a lot of fun to take the whole show that we have with lasers, lights, everything like that, and bring it all down to, you know, what we have our base at, and that's a cappella singing, and just, you know, break it down to where you're not even paying attention to the stage. There's no lasers, no, just spotlights on us, that's it. And it's all about vocals, and it's about us, you know, doing 5-part harmonies. That's what we started doing, singing in bathrooms and wherever we found good acoustics, and, you know, to take that huge show and spotlight it all on the vocals is amazing for us and a lot of fun.
Could you reveal one bad habit about another band member?
Bad habit about any of the other guys, I'd say, I don't know. Joey is like touchy, likes to put his hands on you and talks with his hands a lot and very loud. That might not be a bad habit, but he still does it, and it annoys me when he's in my face talking really, really loud, because that's his nature. He's a loud talker, unlike the Fat Boys, who were just fat. Fade away. You could get my side now, and I could.
And finally, if you can name one thing you just can't live without.
One thing I can't live without would probably be my skates. When I go home, I do a lot of skating, if the weather permits. If not, I'd be playing video games. But I definitely have to skate. It's one of those things that just gets out a lot of energy. You know, when I hit the pavement, it feels really good. Not really, but I do it enough that I'm trying to convince myself that it feels good. It's just, I like to skate, I like to be out, I like to create havoc, cause trouble. I'm a troublemaker.
Went over grannies and stuff.
With what?
Went over grannies.
I've hit a few grannies. They're slow. They don't get it when they're on their skates and they try to elbow you. You know, I used to be in the roller derby. Did I tell you that? I used to be in the roller derby, and that was actually our biggest rival. Were the Sacramento Grannies, and they were good. They were tough. You know, they'd been around a while. They know all the the ins and outs. They were back when it was roller derby, when it was like the roller skates. Now it's on inlines, so we've got the advantage on them a little bit. But intelligent old ladies, you know, what you do is you grab their Fat Boys. You're welcome. And if you can use any of that, I'll be really impressed. Thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Wait a minute. Little interview that will cut in.
Hey,
A
hey,
big one.
hey,
Hey.
hey,
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 hey.
hey. You're here too, and so are you.
Could you just slide that a little bit on your mouth?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not going to be on camera, so if you could make your...
You're not?
No, unfortunately not.
What the hell? Okay.
Well, statements kind of stand alone, really, so that makes sense. Well,
You want the question and the answer.
Kind of, yeah.
All right.
And into the lens.
I think I can help. Into the lens. So I'm talking to the lens. Okay.
You know what, just hang on one second, sorry. I just sort of wind down this back one a little bit. Just, that's probably better. What are the marks? It went down though, yeah? It did go down, just a touch. Yeah.
This is what makes people sound good. Well, this is what makes the sound come out. But it looks really funny. It looks. No, I'm not gonna say what it looks like.
Sorry. Okay. We are
Just kidding. All right.
Rob.
Okay. Who's your favourite superhero and why?
I think my favorite superhero would have to be Batman, just because he has all those wonderful toys, and he's a crime fighter, I guess, but he's just cool, like with the Bat Cave and the, I don't know, Batman.
Which Batman? Typical-
The new Batman. The Michael Keaton Batman. Michael Keaton was the best Batman. Kind of. Well, yeah, but Batman.
Who would you say you admire the most?
I think who I admire the most musically would probably be Stevie Wonder, but just as a person, my parents, they've taught me so much, and I still learn so much from them every day, just from growing up watching their relationship and how two people can really get along. I have to say my parents.
Okay, what's your favourite thing to do on your day off or days off?
Well, usually when we actually do get a day off, I think my favorite thing to do would be sleep, because I'm so tired from working the previous 18,000 days. But other than that, I do like to play basketball, and I like to write music. Music is a part of my life, and it always will be. So,
Favourite song from your early teens? Song that would sum up you being 13.
Wow, favorite song from my early teens. I really liked MC Hammer stuff. I have to be honest. Well, it's Can't Touch This. Can't Touch This. That was a good one. And what else? I think that Janet Jackson's Rhythm Nation. That was a good one. I was really young when that came out.
Okay, what's your favourite song from the nsync live set?
From our live set, I do like to do Space Cowboy. It's fun. But I really love doing I Thought She Knew, the acapella. It's something that has been a part of us. That song has been a part of us since we put the group together. So I think it has a lot more meaning to it, just to me and the rest of the guys.
Could you reveal one bad habit about another band member?
Did somebody say something about me? Who said something about me?
Nobody is yet.
Yeah. There's only been one person come through here?
3.
Oh, that's good. Bad habit. Did everybody talk about Joey?
Mm-hmm.
Why do I know these guys so well? Okay, a bad habit. Okay, since everybody's talking about Joey, I'll mention a bad habit about Chris. Chris thinks he's funny, but he's really not. And he always just takes things too far. Look, I'm so upset I can't even say it. He always just takes things too far, and he just pisses people off, and I can't talk about this right now. That was good, right?
Convince me.
That was good. Yeah? No? Okay. No, I really can't think of any bad habits from that. I love the guys. You know what? Their bad habits are what make me laugh. So, We're just having a good time.
Okay, finally, one thing that you can't live without.
One thing that I can't live without would have to be my hair. I mean, just kidding. I think music. Like I said, it's a part of my life, and it always will be. Just, you know, you take whatever you want, just don't take my ears, so I can hear music. So.
Perfect. You can say mobile phone. Is the common answer.
Well, oh, was it?
Yeah.
My cell phone?
Yeah.
No, I could definitely live without my cell phone. I hate talking on the phone. I do. I despise it. I'd rather have a conversation with somebody in person.
Perfect. We should see you in a couple of minutes.
All right.
Thank you.
We're all coming back.
Yeah.
Yes, we are.
Hello.
Hey, hello.
How's everything?
I'm Mark.
Mark,
Nice to meet you.
Joe.
Nice to meet you.
How you doing?
Hello.
Can you just explain, if you've got your spot, that'd be good. This is just like a 5-minute quick interview that we'll cut in with the main interview a bit later.
Cool.
Just about you. Just about you, really. Don't delve too deep, though.
We won't.
Are we ready?
We are ready. Garrett?
Yep, rolling.
Just got distracted by your t-shirt.
My shirt?
That's fantastic. Have you get
They make good things in America. Good T-shirts.
Start by telling us who your favourite superhero is and why.
That's pretty an easy one. My favorite superhero is Superman. And why is because I've just, you know, ever since I was a little kid, I always liked, you know, when he flied around, had the X-ray vision. The symbol is something that I always liked, just the way it looks, kind of just the shape of it. So actually I have a whole collection in my house, and my rug has a Superman emblem on the floor, on the rug embedded in it, so it's cool. That's why.
That was fine. I just changed it. If you could do it down the camera as opposed to me, that would be better.
No problem.
Thank you. Who do you admire the most?
Who do I admire the most? There's not anybody really in particular that I honestly really admire, but someone that I've looked up to and he had a big, you know, really big influence on what I've been doing is my dad. He's was singing in a 50s and 60s group way back when, and got me interested in the singing and the acting and stuff like that. And I mean, I always look up to, you know, as far as all the other greats, Stevie Wonder, Brian McKnight, people that I just love their music, you know, stuff like that. But nobody really 100% in particular. But if I had to pick, it'd be my dad.
What do you like to do on your days off?
What do I do on my days off is sometimes I like to sleep in very late, hopefully like around 2 o'clock sometimes. And like as far as nighttime, I'm a night owl. I like going out to clubs, love going to, you know, bowling or movies. Mostly movies and clubs are the things that I normally do on my days off.
What's your favourite song from your early teens?
Favorite
song?
song?
When you were about 30.
There's something on your shoulder.
It's dandruff.
Yeah, it might be.
No, it's actually hairspray. I wish it was. If it was dandruff, man, I'd be in a shitload of trouble. There's a lot of crap in my hair.
Alright.
Got it?
Yep.
Head and shoulders. What was the question again? What favorite song in my early teens? Favorites? There's a lot of songs. When I grew up, though, I listened to a lot of 50s and 60s doo-wop music. So I guess like Frankie Lyman and the Teenagers, that kind of era. Temptations, those kind of people were kind of like the influence of everything, and that's a lot of stuff that I listen to. I mean, of course, like Wham, especially, you know, in the 80s, and Michael Jackson, and Madonna, and Cyndi Lauper. Those are the just general 80s music when I was a teen.
What's your favourite song from the nsync live set?
I think I Thought She Knew. It's the acapella that we do is, I think, my favorite song. As far as singing-wise, it was one of the first songs that we've ever learned together as a group, and it was just it's a great feeling to have that when you first sing a song like that. And you never really get to sing it, you know, to a lot of people. And obviously, when we first started out, we were doing like little gigs and stuff, but then to actually be on our tour and do stadiums and arenas and be able to say, hey, you know, this is one of the first songs, and show them a piece of history, I guess. It's a really good song.
Excellent. Can I ask you to choose another one? 'Cause that's pretty much
Everybody-
what you said that one, so-
Well, that's the thing. See, everybody choose a favorite song.
Maybe another one of your favorites.
Another one of my favorites probably would be, I would say, probably Just Got Paid. It's not that much choreography really, but it's a lot of fun to play around, just run around and stuff, and then we get to dance. Well, a lot, like in a little club thing. It's kind of cool. It's a lot of fun. It's like this little club scene where the doors open up and we dance with a bunch of our fans. We grab a whole bunch of fans from the audience and bring them on stage with us. It's kind of like a little party atmosphere, so it's a lot of fun.
Excellent. Okay, could you reveal one bad habit about another band member?
One bad habit, another band member. I don't know. What don't you know about anybody else? Chris is real hyper. Something that probably everybody knows. But he just loses it sometimes. He's like, a lot of sugar, a lot of sugar. If he takes too much Mountain Dew, whew, he goes off the deep end.
Could you name one thing that you just can't live without?
One thing I can't live without. Music. If I didn't have music, I wouldn't be here doing this interview with you. I wouldn't be doing anything. I wouldn't be probably flipping burgers at McDonald's or something. But yeah, if I didn't have music, I wouldn't be influenced by everything that's around in my life. Chris wouldn't be around in my life either.
Want to try that again?
Yeah.
That would be good.
One thing in my life, if I can't live without it, would be music. Because if music was not here, then I wouldn't be here, and so on and so forth. And there wouldn't be, all these singers and artists and people and, just whatever. I think if just music all around general, if it wasn't around, then, it's something that's really important in my life. That's what I think. Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you. Okay. We're going to reset here and...
Sweet. How long do you think it'll take you to...
5 minutes.
Okay.
Give me just one night, una noche.
Guys, just slide down this way a little bit if you
Jason's
can.
going karaoke.
Just, well, that's plenty.
That's like some awful. Been so long. So please show me what you wanna see.
Been so long.
Sang it.
Hi, we're nsync.
Oh Lord, I'm tired.
Dude.
Rainy days, man.
I think it's gonna be.
It like it's not even because we. I can't talk.
Just shut up.
We're all rested, but have you heard what that thing says? Be careful.
Whose is that?
It's Joey's. Joey got it at
You seen this?
a store that was like on Melrose.
Who's your sweet daddy? Homie. I swear, she told me she was 18.
He told me she was 18.
What part of fuck off don't you understand? Asshole.
Oh, okay.
That's my fucking ass.
What was he bad? Is that what this is in his phone?
Oh, what crawled up your ass and died?
Oh.
God, you're a moron. Wait. How the hell are you?
Brianna's first hit.
I got you warm and fuzzy right here.
That's funny.
He's got a large repertoire.
Yeah, he's
I'm
got.
ballsy, and that's my name, too. Perhaps you recognize me from my adult movies. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. A little lower.
Oh. That's foul.
Oh, who got the cheese? Fuck you. Hey, Flick, give me a beer.
Let me see it.
You know what I was saying? It reminds me of is that when they have Conan O'Brien, they put President Clinton on, and they.
You know what they say, baby? Bigger the belly, sweeter the juice. Oh, man, wow. Acid flashback.
Is that what's his name? The comedian. That was like.
Won't quit.
Okay, Gary. You haven't got a dark touch on something, have you, Gary?
Me?
Yeah, because you see you stepping from that light.
You told me she was 18.
What part of
Sam
football don't
Kinison.
you understand?
Yeah.
That's great.
Okay,
What is
so-
that? It's my bear.
Oh, what crawled up your ass and died?
Where'd you get that?
On Melrose.
Sex store.
So we want two of you guys up the back.
Yeah,
Sit
go
on the
get
back.
the back.
Actually, sit on the back of the.
Warm and fuzzy right here. I'm ballsy, and that's my name, too.
No,
With your
bring
legs.
your legs over and just sort of. Yeah, that's good. That's work.
Here you go.
Swing your legs right around.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. A little lower.
Oh yeah.
Oh, great. I'll just put it
on there. We've already.
Fuck you. Hey, Slick, give me a
Can
beer.
you?
We've already heard all of them.
I'm trying to tighten up the shot here a bit. So.
Did you
three
say
guys in
tighten?
the front. Yeah, tighten. Just
Tighten, yeah.
yeah. Just three guys in the front. Just move over to your left a
Tyrone.
little bit.
It's a four-ton truck.
Oh,
Yeah. Just slide over a little bit. There you go.
That's British.
Anybody else want
I know.
something to drink?
That's
Yeah,
funny,
Mickey.
When you put it in reverse, things
Who's
come at
directly
you.
behind you?
You see that yet?
If
Snatch.
you're going in
Snatch,
reverse,
I haven't
things
seen it
come
yet,
up
no.
Oh,
on
it's
time.
freaking great.
Just got it on DVD, so I'm going to watch it when I get back.
It's great, isn't it?
It's out on
You got it on DVD?
It's out on DVD in the UK, yeah.
Already probably
Is it?
came out like months
Came
ago.
out last
Such a
year,
good
yeah.
movie,
I
man.
missed it at the cinema, so.
Oh really?
It's out now here. I haven't seen Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels yet, though.
That's fantastic.
I gotta see that.
Snatch was awesome.
Snatch was great.
Always good to
So
know.
things come at you.
Alright.
When you put in reverse, things seem to
Yeah,
come
sure.
at you.
Basically, this is going to be an
What's he getting
hour
away
special.
from?
So what I'm going to do is cut in these interviews with the
Yeah,
live
it's
Supposed to be
performance
the getaway
from
man.
Madison Square Garden.
What the
Yep.
If you got
gonna
that.
get away from?
Oh, don't worry about that.
And it's going to go out probably around Easter time.
So,
Cool.
woo!
Okay, we're all set.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So we'll roll it up.
Tyrone,
So
why
the
did
first
you
part
go
here is
over there?
mainly going to be about the live show.
You can land a jumbo jet over there.
Rolling, Gary?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. So we decided to film last year's massive tour in New York.
Massive.
Massive, yeah. Any particular reason why you chose that city?
It's New York, baby.
Look, man, that's just what HBO said.
They just thought live from Madison Square Garden sounded really good rather than live from the
Nantucket.
Tucson Super.
Well,
Truck.
yeah, it did go in conjunction
Rental car
with the
center.
HBO special we did. And they've done a number of specials at Madison Square Garden, and they knew that our tour was coming through there, and they wanted that to be part of the special.
And it's the most famous arena in America, so why not?
It's the oldest arena that still houses two sports.
in any venue.
Ever.
Ever. Even older than Three Rivers Stadium, which was destroyed last week.
Yeah.
Ever.
Older.
Ever.
Just to remind you that I'm not going to be on camera, so...
We're looking at the camera.
You're going to hear my voice talk. So within your answers, if you could...
We have to rephrase the question.
Yeah.
Didn't we do that? I think
No.
we did, kind of, though, in a way. So I don't think it matters.
Were you proud to perform in such a legendary venue, then?
Yeah. Good job, Joe. Way to jump right in on that one with the rephrasing. Yeah.
Any memories? Have you been to see a show there before?
We did have a blast performing at the Madison Square Garden.
MSG.
Mizj.
That was good.
But the whole tour was a big part of the year for us, and it's definitely the biggest tour we've ever done.
We were exhausted for those shows, too. The Madison Square Garden shows was like... it was the third in line of 4 of them that we did there. And I don't think we had, like, maybe 2 days off for the 3 weeks up till... And we were rehearsing so much for that show to make sure that, you know, it's one thing to perform in front of an audience live and to make it look good for that audience, but we knew that now we not only had to perform for the audience, but for the cameras that were there. So it took a lot of other tactical training on our part to, you know, work it into our show and be as cool as the Fat Boys. You guys were there. You know what I'm talking about.
You did not say that for your teenage song.
What? No. Beastie Boys. You gotta fight for your right to party.
I said you can't touch this.
But then I said, that's back when
What'd
I
you
used to
say?
listen to like the Fat Boys and
White
stuff. I
Snake?
said, that's
Well,
right.
yeah, I was gonna say Whitesnake, but that's when I was in my young teens. So then I said young teens. I was like, I was so into Garth Brooks, so I was like, it had to be
What'd
the
you say?
dance.
Anything by Michael Jackson.
What'd you say?
Which one?
I said everything. I said the Frankie Lyman teenager bit, and then I did a whole bunch of stuff as far as Cyndi Lauper, Michael Jackson.
You were a Cyndi Lauper fan.
I was a
Cyndi.
Cyndi. She bop. Yeah.
I saw her in Toronto.
I saw her in.
No, I mean I saw her, like, said hi to her.
I
At the-
said you got
Look,
a-
guys.
I said
She
hi
was
to
at the
her, too.
All-Star hockey game in Toronto.
I
Oh,
said
that-
hi
You
to
said
her
you got a hacky
backstage.
sack ritual before you go on stage.
Yeah.
Are you trying to interrupt us?
Yeah, good
What, are we doing an
conversation
interview
going.
here?
Now, one ritual we have before we do any show
Kick the sack.
on tour is to kick a hacky sack. And that's where you take this little round sack and you
Kick the old
have to
bag
kick it
around.
in the air without using your hands. And everyone has to hit it with some kind of body part before
Except
it hits
for your
the ground.
hands.
Except for your hands.
Or your arms, really.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Okay,
Anything
no
from the
arms.
waist
It's
down
like
is pretty good.
It's just like
You
football.
can hit it with your head.
Just like European football.
Yeah.
You have to keep, except you have to, it's like when you dribble with the soccer ball,
You can
except
kick it, you can hit it.
you can header it. The coolest thing is if you can get a stall. You get extra brownie points if you can get a stall. Which
no,
means
a
you
hacky
can,
sack is a little miniature beanbag.
if you
Go
can
ahead,
catch it
Chris.
on a part of your body, like your head, or maybe the brim of your hat, or on the back, that little area under the back
Sometimes
of their
you can
neck.
Put your foot out and stall it.
Or
on
you
your-
can
on
put
the
your
side
foot
of
out
your
and
foot.
stall it. And then toss it back up again. And it's
Yeah.
how you get the hacky sack that we're really intrigued by.
Who's the best?
JC.
Lance.
We all suck.
Probably
Yeah.
Joey.
JC's the best.
Probably.
Don't let him fool you.
I'm
We
good
all
at it.
suck at the hacky sack and think
Pretty
we're good at it.
It takes like 20 years for us to get one every night. So if we're ever late on stage, it's because we couldn't get a hacky. We get dressed pretty quick, but
So
that
in our
hacky
40-year
sack
career,
they
we've
take.
only got 2 hacky sacks.
Yeah, something like that.
Do you have to go through grueling rehearsals before you go on such a tour?
Mhm.
Yeah.
We always do. Rehearsal-wise is we have a lot of rehearsal time up until the show. We'll rehearse a lot.
Yeah, this last tour. Again, I'm sorry. this
Bef-
la-
Before
Does
this
it-
last tour, we rehearsed for 3 to 4 weeks.
extensive rehearsal.
Extensive.
Very. They were good.
Good word for you, Joey.
Thank you. That was a $5 word. No,
Yep.
$2.50. But yeah, we did actually a lot of the songs that we had choreographed. We did, previously, obviously, because of all the tours. But there were like 7 or like 5.
It's not obvious.
I don't know how many songs.
A whole bunch of new.
There was a bunch of new material, and we had to learn we choreographed each song in a day. We did like 5 songs or something in 5 days. It was pretty weird because by like the 4th day, your head just turns to mush after a while, and
He's kinda
everything
lying.
feels like the same. Oh no, I'm not. Oh no, your head kind of feels like too much, and then you start forgetting some choreography and stuff. So it's pretty hard. Don't do it.
How did you come up with the ideas for the stage show?
just brainstorming.
Yeah, I think everybody kind of throws in, as far as the stage show goes, everybody throws in different pieces that they've imagined doing or whatever. Just everybody tries to get creative. We sit down and what we do is we have like a meeting or whatever, and we'll just think about all these different things that anything that we could possibly imagine doing that we think would look cool. And then we'll tell our production manager about it, and he'll go back to his people and he'll say, can you make this happen? Can you make this happen? Can we build this? Can we do this? Is this physically possible? And then he'll come back with our ideas kind of made into the mechanical side of it. He'll show us how we can slide across the floor with like conveyor belts or elevators or anything like that. And then usually we'll have another creative meeting off of that. You know, once he says, well, we can make this work like this and this, and then we'll come up with other ideas off of his after talking to his people. And then it usually takes like 3 meetings to kind of get the stage, 3 or 4 meetings to really get the stage kind of put together. And then we'll choreograph the numbers around whatever gags we've decided to use.
Do you want us to tell you the truth now?
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I just wanted to see what you'd say.
That you couldn't do.
On stage?
Yeah.
My roller coaster.
We
Hold
couldn't
on,
we
hold
couldn't
on.
fly
We
without
can't-
wires.
We don't want to say yet because what
Yeah.
if we get to actually do it and somebody's
We
already
might be
stolen
able
it?
to.
We're not done touring yet.
Yeah. We're not going to give away any ideas.
We know we're up there in the years as groups go of our nature.
It's like dog
We're
years.
pushing like 2 years now. But, you know, our longevity, we're at least hoping to milk it for another year,
maybe 6 months.
6 months.
possibly.
Yeah, good lord.
I think the coolest thing about our tour is the fact that creatively we've all have so much input that there's really nothing that we want to do that we haven't done, except for one thing. Joey wants to come out
Shh, don't say it.
on a roller coaster.
Shh, don't say it. It might happen.
It's not going to happen.
See, now if somebody else does
Drag.
it, I'm going to be all upset.
Yeah.
I'm going to cry.
It is a good idea.
Except you just got to figure out how to do it.
If somebody else comes out with it, then we already said it. So they can
You know, I think
Still-
our Menudo age should be 30.
imitate us. What are you saying?
Oh, nothing.
The bit where you actually come out into the crowd.
Yep.
Because then the
Yeah.
people
We
Which is
actually-
our roller
we-
coaster bit.
We actually-
That's, okay.
We actually
I just broke up.
whoa, the roller stage that actually went out into the crowd for this last concert was something that we had special built. That was one of those ideas that we had, and we said we want to get in touch with the crowd, and they actually developed something that could drive out there. It's never been done before. They had to find people who could engineer something for us, and that's what they came up with, which is pretty cool. It's fun to be the first to do something, you know. And it was fun to come up with something like that to really get us out there with our fans, be in the middle of the crowd.
At
We
first,
love-
it's frightening because you don't know if it's really going to work or not.
Sometimes when they put it on those little
In more
platforms,
ways than
thing
one.
wobbles too.
Yeah.
Get tossed off.
Yeah, we love to try to get in contact with our fans as far as reaching out to all the people in the back. So even the next tour, you know, when we do that one, we're always trying to come up with different ideas and new ways. Because, like you said, we did the rolling stage the year before that. We flew out into the audience with these cables. So next tour that we're going to be brainstorming is going to be pretty interesting.
We have one really cool idea which we're going to use, and we've made our stage a lot bigger this time. So for the next tour, we're inviting everybody to come up on stage, and we go perform out in the
audience,
seats.
and they sit on the stage.
And it's really kind of cool because, you know, it kind of has some irony to the whole show, and it builds and it makes everybody feel like they're part of the show, because when we're done with songs, we just look at them and clap, and they can't quite grasp that yet.
It's NSYNC, You Are the Star tour. That's what that is.
Yeah. We've had a lot of curtain calls and things, but they're kind of...
It happens, and how it happens is they come earlier. They come in, the whole
Joey.
audience comes in at
Joey.
3 o'clock,
The joke
It's
is
not funny
dead.
anymore.
and then we come in at showtime.
Who chooses the set?
That was a good idea.
Huh?
Who chooses the set?
Again,
The audience.
the set list again. It's just another meeting we
Brainstorm.
have. We just hang out. We just hang out and come up with ideas about everything. I mean,
What kind of flows? I mean, we come up with the gags first and see what songs fit with them. And so, you know, if you're doing
interpret what's going to be for the set list.
because you don't want to do like 5 fast songs and 5 slow songs, because then, you know, the 5 slow songs are going to
I
come really
think
slow.
musically we want to take the audience on a ride, you know, that goes kind of like a roller coaster, goes up and down and has its slow parts and has its fast parts. But for the most part, it's it's fast. It never stops. So that's what I would call our show, a roller coaster ride.
But it's the best
You can
moment.
breathe for a second, but you better enjoy it. because you're going to the next
It's
loopity loop.
What's the best what?
What were the best moments for you?
Best moments?
Loopity loops.
The last tour, one of the best moments was definitely doing Madison Square Garden and the HBO special we did here. It was just such a
No.
huge highlight.
Tell them.
We also
I think
went
one of the
to,
best moments is the
was it the
stadium
farm
shows
animal?
we got to do too. We got to do how many? Like 7?
Uh,
We do 7 stadiums,
few,
I think.
yeah.
We did like 7 stadium
The
shows.
goats and the whipped cream.
And there's nothing you can really, explain. But when you come out and that curtain drops, and you look out and you see,
That's-
70,000
I was invited to that
people,
party.
it's just like
7?
it's a ocean, yeah,
Oh.
like
Ocean of people.
ocean of people. It's a sea of people
Yeah.
where nobody drowns, and it's all
Big
good
face,
fishing.
laser,
Good
but-
fishing. A lot of fish in the sea.
There is.
Okay. Another good show that we did actually. We took our tour to Brazil, and that was one of the biggest
Rock and Rio.
things.
Rockin'
How many
Rio.
people were there?
275,000 inside, another 50 outside.
So it was
Rock and Rio
pretty
player.
exciting. That was like, and we were able to take our whole show. Usually they give you a certain amount. We're like, we want to do our whole tour, so
We like
brought
Rio
everything
so
over
much,
there,
We bought,
which was-
we bought the little players.
Any comedy moments? Does anybody?
Ha!
anybody else have?
Gee, there's never a funny moment around us.
we're all just funny guys.
all of us have all of us have comedy moments except for
Except for
JC.
me.
On tour, we
He's
have,
just comedy in himself.
We have a guy named Tim Miller that likes to put on a lot
Especially
of funny.
if it's your birthday.
Yeah,
He
we,
puts on
with the
lingerie.
roadies, we do a lot of
Beware.
contests, like who can eat the most pizza without puking, that kind of stuff.
We had a
And-
pie throwing
No, just
contest.
eat the most pizza.
Python.
Puking.
We had a pie
Well, they
throwing
did
contest.
puke.
We got one of our
I know
roadies. We cut out a wooden thing with a hole in it so he could put his head through it.
And it was $1 a pie.
Yeah, and
all
$1
goes to
pie,
charity.
and it all went to charity. but
And we
did
had a
pies
pig come
outside.
in, and 2 roadies had to be the first one to wrestle a pig down to the ground.
They greased it with what? Like
and they greased
Crisco.
it with Crisco.
Psycho. For some reason, Psycho Kirk won that.
There was the alligator wrestling event.
Yeah. And there was the
In
one where
Hawaii-
they put bread
In
the-
Hawaii, he put bread in a
Oh,
fish suit.
That was a,
He wore a scuba outfit,
Honestly.
and then in fishnet he had bread,
Honestly,
and he jumped into one of those big goldfish tanks.
this all
Right.
happened. We're not kidding about this part.
Yeah,
Then
we do
maybe they
goofy
should
stuff.
That's what's really funny about all this. We're really serious about all these things we just said.
It's fun. It passes time.
We're gonna put it on a compilation tape and release it next year.
Mhm.
It's nice.
Call it the best of
The
Tim
best
Miller live.
stunts nsync tour
Madison Square Gardens.
99.
Coming to you live, Tim Miller.
Yeah.
You can see him. I don't know if you have the video, but if you look in the video, he's the funny-looking guy in the front of house when we come out on the B stage.
So how do you motivate yourselves to go on stage every night and not tired?
That's
We
the-
motivate
yeah.
ourselves to go on stage with sugar,
Honestly,
Lots of
caffeine.
you could have the worst day as far as the work schedule goes, and as soon as you step out on that stage and you hear the response you get from the people who came and bought a ticket to come see the show, and they're so excited, it's like you just don't want to let them down. That's what really fuels us when as soon as our feet hit the stage, and literally.
I think that energy comes from the fact that those people have been waiting, like they bought their tickets 3 months before we got there.
Something
And
to look for.
yeah, so they've been looking forward to that show for, months. And you see kids that come in and they'll have shirts that are all designed up just for, for the show. And, they're with their friends. They had a party the night before, just waiting for the show. They'll get the video and watch it so they know, or they knew a lot what we do on stage. And, when you get out there and as soon as that curtain drops, it's just like an explosion of energy because, they've been waiting to release it for so long. And as soon as we start, they release it. And we're like, we're like reflectors. When they throw it at us, we bounce it right back to them. And we kind of feed off each other. So I think by the end of the show, we're so exhausted and so tired from, feeding off their energy and throwing it back that we run off stage and just almost pass out of just exhaustion because we put so much into the show. I know that if we got out there and we just got a yay, it would be different because you feed off of, I think we're above all live performers. We enjoy being live. We enjoy interacting with our fans. And that's what makes the show so great. It's nothing that we really do ourselves. I think it's the people that come to the show. Amen.
Amen, Chris.
And that's all I have to say about that.
Yes.
I don't know. Ask him.
I don't know, ask him. Okay, so.
You can't help but notice the Michael Jackson influences in the stage show. Is he inspiration to you?
He's actually our set
Michael
designer.
Jackson is an inspiration to everybody. I don't care who you are, and you can say you don't like him. He is the inspiration for music today, period. And I mean, he's the biggest thing since sliced bread.
Bread's pretty good though.
Um,
As far as like stage shows, like you were saying, I think
He just
one of the
pulls- he
things
just
is we
pulls out all
watched.
the
Yeah,
stops.
we watched a lot of his shows. I mean, we do watch a lot of people's tours and stuff. And you know, we like we said, we try to create different things or something similar. You know, because his shows are just his and like Janet Jackson's are just. I think they're the top of the line. You can't get any better than that. I mean, they come up with so many different ideas. They're so innovative and so ahead of their time that just we go there and go, wow, we need to do something like that.
I mean, as far as their performances go, they don't think with limits. When they put their shows together, they don't think in a box. They think outside of the box. They go a step further with everything they do. And I think that, you know, every artist, their goal is to do something that's never been done before. And if, as far as like emulating, you know, that kind of thinking, yeah, we're proud to think that way, and we'll definitely reach out like that. As far as I'm concerned, we definitely want to think outside of the box, and we want to give people something that they haven't seen. As far as, you know, everybody looks at his stage show, you emulate his stage show with your energy. Yeah, the guy was full on, and we want to be full on as well. You know, we want to take it to the next level, just like any other artist does.
On the video, there's lots of backstage footage.
Not a lot,
Stuff
but-
going on. Could you talk us through that a little bit? About where the ideas for that came about?
The ideas. Sorry, Lance. Go ahead.
I was about to say I've never seen the video, so I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Like backstage
so
on
just
the show.
ignore what you said about what Lance is about
I
to
need
say.
to run it.
In the video, we have some backstage footage shown. We actually do a bit in the show to make it seem, you know, to make the show run smooth, and to not. I think our big point in our show is to keep it all up, keep the energy level up. Even on ballads, you know, people are excited. He already said the roller coaster.
I
That's-
don't know. I said it for the way to say it.
All right, wait. Call my name. Call my name.
Chris.
In our show, it's like a roller coaster. We have our ups, we have our downs, we have our loops. We have that part in the beginning with the chain thing that just goes chit, 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 and it's kind of slow, but you're waiting in anticipation.
A loopity loop.
It's like a double loop or a corkscrew even.
That's good.
And the coolest thing about it is that on the third turn, we take your picture. And after our shows, you can buy a picture of yourself screaming your head off. And then you realize all the energy you put into that scream, and you go, that's me. I want that picture. Or you go, that was a bad moment for me. I don't want that picture. But yeah, we do go backstage. We do. There's a point in our show where we use it to keep the energy up. You watch us, you know, actually run off stage and run into this, you know, Disney World like backstage area with like fountains, and it really wasn't like that backstage. It was really like sweaty clothes, a lot of people running around with big objects trying to knock you over to put them on stage. And you know, we just wanted to keep the energy level up. You know, we wanted to keep it like there's no moment in the show that you miss. You get us backstage. You know, you feel a part of that. You're like, oh, so this is what it looks like backstage. I want to be up there. I want to be on stage. I want to be, you know, in the back watching TV in between. If you really think in between two up-tempo numbers, we run backstage and sit down and watch TV and just chill out, it's true. But if you think otherwise, we just, basically what I was saying was it just keeps the show going.
It's a roller coaster.
It's a roller coaster. Roller coaster!
Of love.
So you got any tips on getting away from hysteric girl fans?
Run.
Well,
Don't
Run
run.
like hell.
Don't run.
I was about to say,
Hysteric fans?
we don't need to get away from anybody.
First thing you learn
Yeah, the first
in
thing.
NSYNCology 101
Yes,
is
don't
if fans chase you, you do not run. It creates a frenzy. You go over and put a newspaper up and act like you're reading, or put a lampshade on your head and pretend like you're a lamp pole.
Yeah.
Until they pull your string. ahead.
Sorry.
Okay.
Take two.
Because I know you like to do lots of meet and greets and you like to sign autographs.
Yeah, we try to get in contact with our fans as much as we can. Although it's not always possible, but I mean we do a lot of meet and greets. Every city that we go to, we do a tour. We have about maybe 150 to 200 people we do a meet and greet for, and sometimes there's people down at the hotel and we'll try to say hi to them. I mean obviously we can't get in contact with all of our fans, but the ones that are around we try to say what's up to them.
I said fans. I said, speaking of.
Can you guys can you turn the heat up?
Heat up.
No, he's joking.
Can these lights be hotter?
Yeah.
Actually, I'm
I'm all right too. I think
You don't have
it might be just you.
Sleeves.
Well, you're stupid.
Here, go
I'm
ahead.
sleeves.
You know any of the UK boy bands?
We know, personally,
Not personally, but you know,
we know
Boyzone.
Boyzone.
Westlife.
A1.
Westlife.
It's a
Oh,
mixed group.
damage. Damage.
Damage.
S
No,
Club 7, which is a mixed group.
Yeah, I know that's close. That's a.
It's a
Mixed
There's
group.
girls in that.
I know, that's what I said.
BB
five.
Mac.
BB Mac.
BB Mac.
We know.
BB Mac is
Steps.
cool.
We know
Steps.
BB
We
Mac.
love BB Mac.
Of course,
There's
that's
girls
not,
in
they're not
steps
all
too.
boy bands.
Yeah, no, that's I mean.
Groups.
Are you just talking? We'll just talk music in general. Let's
Yeah.
just ignore him and do what we
All
want.
Saints.
Yeah, All Saints are good.
Very good.
Rock.
Craig David.
They've been saying that for the last 4 years.
Dodge or
What?
All Saints splitting up.
Did
They're telling you that, so you'll go buy another album. No.
I'll go get it.
Lance has the inside scoop in the
yeah.
All Saints.
Watch out.
We like Craig David
Yeah.
Tune in at 11
a
for
lot.
more
He's really
details.
talented.
He needs to come to America.
They're obviously rivals for you in the UK market. Do you see it as
Other difference. I think you can tell in our music, the style that we do. It's a little more, I would say,
Quality.
urban.
Oh,
Well, you
sorry.
think about it. I mean, we've got the youngness, we've got that fresh look, like S Club 7. We have that urban just off the streets, like All Saints. We've got that differentials amongst us, like the Spice Girls. And we kind of take everything and envelop it and create.
Envelop.
You like that?
Yeah, I like it.
And create our own image and create who we are.
Our own entity.
As far as like there being competition over there, we don't look at it as competition because really, if you like the song, you're gonna like the song regardless of who else is out there. If you like something, you go check it out. So everybody's gonna do their thing and they're gonna try and get their music played. We're just gonna do our thing and try and get our music played. If you like our song, you like our song. There's no way
We
around it.
argue
If
like
you don't, you
Oasis.
don't. So
That's what I do.
we
notice
don't worry about it as much as like
about
people
Europe.
look at it that way.
They do go for the songs instead of like the groups. Here in America, it's like you don't have as many groups and as many solo artists because they just like
Okay.
one of this, two of this.
Somebody comes out with a big hit, and then
Yeah.
the next time they release a song, people are looking at it even more.
Yeah. Over in the UK, it's like
If the
they go by the
songs-
song. Just
yeah.
like like the Teletubby song was #1. You don't have to be like a huge group to have a
good
#1
song.
hit.
Yeah, how did
It's
it
a tough
go?
market there?
I don't know.
That's a tough market. There's no mistake, but I mean, really, it's not about, like I said, it's not about competition. Either you like it or either you like the song or you don't.
Well,
There's just
in
no-
our defense, I mean, we all wear different colors like the Teletubbies. So you could take some of their flavor in there
I'm
too.
the blue one.
Uh-oh.
It's the green one. Gray one, red
No,
one,
he's
and
yellow.
I'm red.
that's
Any
yellow.
plans to visit the UK? at all?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
We
we
hope
pop
to.
in whenever we can.
Yeah. We hope to tour though. That's the thing. That's one of the things that I don't think many people in the UK they haven't really seen. They've seen us do television shows and we've done different things, but hopefully after the next tour comes out, maybe we'll be able to go over there and
It's
to
off green.
do a show or two or something, bring our whole stage,
You're the white
just to show them what we have to offer. I mean, yes, to hear our songs and everything, but with the live stage, it takes us to a totally different level as well.
I'm the yellow.
Besides the music.
Has success exceeded your expectations?
It's gone to our head. Success has definitely gone to our heads.
We're cocky.
I mean, before, we just, in our dressing rooms, we requested like 1 box of cereal. Now we request 3 boxes of
chocolate
cereal.
milk.
And sometimes, you know what,
Macaroni
I'm going
and
to tell you
cheese.
this, honestly, sometimes we don't even eat the cereal.
Yeah.
We just request it so we have it.
Sometimes we take the cereal and we throw it against the wall.
Yeah, like the fruit too. or
That's
like
fruit.
Oranges.
Sometimes we throw TVs out our window just because we see everybody else doing it.
Right. try to set rooms on fire too.
And not because we're like trendsetters, but because we want to be the typical rock stars that everybody believes half the musicians are.
Gesundheit.
Thank you.
So there's going to be a new album this year.
Yeah.
What can we expect?
Next level.
New stuff.
Expect a lot of new things, fresh things, just like our last album. A lot more innovative and more urban, more dirty pop, more dance. It's a mixture. It's just taking it to another level.
Take it into the clubs a little bit more. Got some really good dance mixes and.
We're tired of the streets. We're tired of
taking it
taking
in
it
the
to the
clubs.
streets. We're taking it to the clubs now.
That's a good start.
Yeah, no, there's the thing is like Joey said, you know, dirty pop's kind of like our signature sound. The great part about pop is that it dips into so many different sounds that really it's going to have a uniqueness of its own. It's going to have a little bit of everything in it. Our music's it's, you know, it's high energy. It's always going to have a great energy in it. That's the one thing that we always bring to the table is a great energy. It's going to have, you know, the harmonies. We're always going to work on the vocals and come up with some cool arrangements and things like that. I think that the tracks are something that right now that nobody's doing. I think we're on to something that is really, really innovative as far as sound-wise. We got our foot in the door into something that we've created something totally new, and it's solid. It's really cool. So.
Any opportunities to write more for this album? Have you been much more
Yeah.
involved in this?
Yeah,
Everybody.
we've done it just in house with us, not including the producers that we'll probably work with within the next month. We've done like 8 or 9 songs, and right now it's really about getting all the songs, as many songs as we can, recorded, and then we're just picking out the very best for the album. So.
Thank you.
Cool.
Right. Are you done? Okay. Okay. If you could get an idea, that would be good.
Yeah,
No, I didn't. All right, what?
Well,
Hi, nsync. You can watch us
Do this real
tonight.
quick.
Yeah, tonight on ITV.
No, hi, we're singing. Someone else say okay.
And Justin says.
All right.
1, 2, 3.
Hi,
we're in sync.
And you can watch us tonight on ITV. Me, myself, and
Cool.
TV.
Excellent. Thank you.
Hi, we're in sync, and you're watching
Thank you very much.
TV.
Yeah, thank you.
All right.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.
Thanks, brother.
Thank you very much.
Big
Sorry about
ups.
the chaos.
Later, man.
Cheers, bro.
Big ups to me, man. In sync. You guys have him, right? He's from there, right?
Ali G.
Ali G. He's freaking the best. Big ups to Ali G. Thank you very much.
Cheers, man.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Thank you. Thanks a lot. I gotta pee like a racehorse. What'd I tell you?
I love you some more water.
You did? This mine?
Yeah.